Alright. Just checking out something here.
See DM's on, but he hasn't joined the call yet.
April 2nd, 3:11 p.m. Zodiac call in the fountain room. Miss Bound, are you feeling a little calmer now?
Anyone want to take? Because DM's not here yet.
I'll go. I'm sorry?
Easy.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Good. Then permit me to get to the point. Regardless of your intentions, you broke the law. You broke the law. You broke the law. You broke the law.
Yes, I understand.
Nevertheless, I understand that you did what you did in order to prove Mr. Tangaro's innocence. Therefore, if the real culprit really is someone else, then we have a duty to reinvestigate the case.
Overruled.
There is nothing to suggest that anything nefarious took place in the official IS-7 incident records. And right now, there's nothing to suggest that we should take Miss Bound at her word either. So our first order of business should be to arrest the culprit of the case before us, Miss Bound herself.
Objection!
Official records cannot always be trusted, Judge Cavell. Especially since there are those prosecutors who would think nothing of twisting the facts.
Overruled.
Are you suggesting that the committee at the time overlooked just such a prosecutor? That's for you and your people to figure out. However, it is a fact that the autopsy report was faked, seeing as Mr. Frost's body was only found just now. It really is something of Mr. Voncom and you, Mr. Edgeworth. How so, exactly? Continually defying the will of the committee and bending the truth to fit your needs. That's how! Perhaps it's time you understand how no, the committee sees this case. The committee is willing to accept that Mr. Voncom falsified Mr. Frost's autopsy report. Even still, Mr. Voncom only managed to have Mr. Tangaroa convicted as an accomplice. I personally have come to believe that the real culprit behind IS-7 is Miss Bound. Her plan to poison and kill Mr. Gusto today was her attempt to frame him for Mr. Frost's murder. And this is how the committee sees things, is it? It is. As always, I act solely in service of law and order. Sounds to me like all she's doing is acting in service of the committee and covering up the truth. And if I can't change her mind, there will be no saving Mr. Tangaroa or Miss Bound.
I want to press the fourth statement.
Hold it!
Now, why would Miss Bound have chosen to frame Mr. Gusto for the murder? No doubt because he suspected her of being the real culprit. He may have entered what he thought was the Winter Wing simply to see if the Gemini statue was genuine. Little did he know he would be created by a trap designed to silence him. A trap that nearly worked.
Objection!
Do you have any evidence to support that line of reasoning? Unfortunately, Mr. Gusto remains in critical condition. It will be difficult to prove anything until he regains consciousness. In other words, there's little we can do for now. On the contrary, there's plenty we can do! You still have not grasped the situation, have you? Then allow me to spell it out for you. We We have all the evidence we need to explain both the I-7 incident and the poison gas attack.
There's another dialogue, Ben, if you want to.
We have therefore determined that there is no need to investigate either case any further.
Now you present the Gemini case on either of those dialogues.
Right.
I think you just went past it. It's that paper you saw early. That one.
I'm afraid there's still one question concerning the I-7 incident that remains unanswered, Your Honor. Would you mind taking a look at this? What is it? They're test results carried out on the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case in the Winter Wing. As you can see, traces of blood were detected. The question is, whose? Until that question is answered, I hardly think you can claim to have all the evidence. There was blood in the Gemini case? Why did I not hear about this from Eustace? Because Detective Gumshoe informed me of the results directly. I was planning to tell Mr. Winter about it myself, of course.
Overruled.
You kept this to yourself until now, despite having no jurisdiction here whatsoever? Come on, Blackwood. The committee will hear all about what you have done here today. As ever, my interest is in the truth, and if mistakes were made in the past, they must be rectified. If you must report me to the committee, then so be it. But in return, we must be allowed to investigate this case to the very end. That is not my decision to make. You will need to discuss it with Eustace.
Guess who's back, losers, and with good news, too. It was a close call for a minute there, but Mr. Carmelo Gusto is alive.
Gusto!
He made it.
You're the ones who found me.
Yep, Antonio said Gusto.
You're the attorney's assistant. You've grown, and you have an assistant of your own now.
Assistant? No, I'm...
He hasn't got the gig just yet. This is Gregory Edgeworth's son.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service.
Fate moves in mysterious ways. I am in your debt. If you hadn't found me in time, I wouldn't be here to thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. After all, if you hadn't played, we wouldn't be able to ask you what really happened 18 years ago.
Well, what are you talking about?
We figured out quite a bit while you were out cold. Including the fact that you're probably the guy off for Army Fraud.
What? Is that true?
Miss Bound set up a very elaborate trap to catch Mr. Frost's murderer. A trap that involved rigging the Pisces case with poison gas. Perhaps in light of that fact, you can tell us in your own words what happened back then. Or perhaps you'd rather exercise your right to remain silent.
Oh, it's not that. Gusto here's a fan of the old medication. You know, and all that jazz. Wow, sleeping while standing seems pretty cool. That's one heck of a talent.
Except there's no sleeping involved in meditation, Kay.
Hey, Gusto, pal. How about you snap out and tell us what went down back? How about you snap out of it and tell us what went down way back when?
I was caught in the girl's trap, so I must be the killer. Is this your idea of a joke? I'm the victim here.
Indeed you are, Mr. Gusto, and there is no evidence that you have done anything wrong yet. Mr. Edgeworth and Miss Defender are merely speculating. Rest assured that they have no authority here, and you may pay them no heed.
At least somebody else seems to be on my side.
Judge Verity Gavel, it's a pleasure, Mr. Gusto. I will assist you in any way you may require. Perhaps you could begin by explaining what actually happened 18 years ago to Mr. Edgeworth?
Fine. You want me to prove I'm innocent, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll be happy to.
Objection! So this is how you mean to play it, Judge Gavel. You're hoping Mr. Gusto will help you hide what happened instead of trying to correct the record. I believe only in the infallible judgment of the goddess of justice. Except it's us humans who make the actual judgment calls in a court of law. So long as there are those who would use the law to their advantage, our rulings are fallible indeed. If you would use your position to further obscure the truth, then neither she nor I will forgive you. We shall see about that.
What do you advise, Judge Gavel?
It would seem that you are under suspicion because it was you who triggered the poison gas. Specifically by opening the Pisces case lid. Would you be so kind as to share why with us?
Understood. I came to see Frost sculptures. Simple as that. I made a mistake with the opening times and arrived a half hour early.
Miss Bound, was there no one at the reception desk at around that time?
I left the main entrance up unguarded and unlocked, just in case the killer made an appearance. I was also busy making preparations elsewhere, all the way up until the gallery's opening. Oh no, there was no one here on the first floor then. But I did make sure that all the wings were locked up tight, all except for the autumn wing, that is.
I see. He did all that just to steer the culprit in the autumn wing. Which is precisely where Mr. Gusto went.
Being the building springs suspicious, however you slice it.
Silence in the courtroom. I will permit no objections or interventions unless there's some evidence that the witness is lying.
The courtroom, you know this is an art gallery, right?
Mr. Gusto, if you could please continue by explaining why you opened the Pisces case.
I wanted to see Frost's works up close. So I went up to the Gemini. Sorry, guess it was supposed to be the Possess statue.
Pisces.
Pisces statue. And I saw that lid was frozen on tight, so I grabbed a blowtorch from nearby and tried to open it. When I finally got it open, gas came pouring out.
Fascinating. Is the sort of flawless testimony attorneys can only dream of.
Yeah, the everything sounds like a lie kind.
I am none too satisfied with Mr. Gusto's explanation myself. Alas, there is no evidence to refute it.
Come on, there must be something.
It's Bond's story. You should be questioning, not mine. I'm not the one who set up the gas trap. She could have killed anybody with that thing.
Objection!
You turn on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She knew exactly what was going on. She was doing. She was gunning for the killer and nobody else. That killer being you, old pal.
Oh, you believe that self-confessed criminal?
Miss Bound is far from blameless in this affair, and she will have to pay for her crimes. But so will Mr. Frost's killer.
You seem determined to put the pin Frost murder on me. I had no reason to kill him. And you have no evidence to prove otherwise.
Can you really not prove that he's the killer, Mr. Edgeworth?
Mr. Gusto fell victim to the poison gas. That much is indisputable. Yet, no matter how suspicious his actions in the present may seem, they prove nothing about the past.
Yeah, but then what about you, Mr. Fender? There must be something we can do. You're right, we may not have evidence, but we have plenty of intel. Let's see that. If Gusto killed Frost, he must have had a reason.
He claims to not have a motive. That can't really be true, can it?
If he did, he has what? How many people commit murder just for fun? In fact, your old man had a little back and forth with Von Karma about probable motive, too, remember?
How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason, it could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Von Karma wouldn't let us talk to Gusto back then, but we can now. We can put the pieces together. I think the picture we've been looking for might just emerge.
I think you might be right. I need to think back over everything we know about the I-7 incident. Especially the questions that never got answered.
And the finger marks? Were you the one wearing the gloves?
Miss Scone denied that the finger marks on the frame were hers. But what if they were Mr. Gusto's? Perhaps he had wanted to take a look through the Ultimate Cookbook for himself.
Oh, he asked me to put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. He thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
My father noticed these things for a reason. I just need to correctly piece them together. The absence of evidence is the only way to the truth.
So you want to connect remaining exposure to wanted the cookbook.
Oh man, that's clever.
Photographing the cookbook's contents would be the perfect way to steal its secrets undetected. And what if Mr. Gusto did exactly that? What if he used Mr. Tangaroa's camera to photograph the book?
It'd be the perfect crime, so much better than stealing and getting chased by the cops. The sneaky snapshot or 20, huh? That could work.
The only question is, when would he have done it?
Good question. What about during afternoon tea? Didn't Delicia say that Gusto and Frost had missed out on the little tea party they had?
Which brings me to the next question. When do we know for certain that Mr. Frost was still alive? After the contest began, no one saw hide nor hair of Frost as he secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key. Miss Scone, were Mr. Tangaroa's works the only ones you sampled?
No, dear, I couldn't help myself. When I had finished my afternoon tea, I tiptoed over to Chili Wink's room for a little taste, too.
Mr. Frost had kept to himself inside his room after the contest had started. But he was gone by the time Miss Scone snuck into it to sample his work. And either there's a good chance he was murdered before the end of the afternoon tea.
Your motive to cooperation.
Mr. Gusto, you and Mr. Frost conspired to create works for the contest together, did you not?
So you know my little secret.
Mr. Fender was kind enough to inform me. Mr. Frost was in charge of the designs, while you were in charge of the flavor. Is this right? Or is that correct?
What can I say? I still had a long way to travel on the road to becoming master confectioner.
But you only collaborated up through the semi-final. Something changed afterwards.
We both wanted to show what we could do. Show that we were better than Tangora.
Objection! Why didn't you help Mr. Frost with his entry for the final?
What grounds do you have to say that?
Your own statement, made to Mr. Von Karma 18 years ago. You told him that you'd been working together right up until the day before the final. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze. And whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto. Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final. In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return? Objection! I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead. So why didn't Mr. Frost help you in return, I submit that your relationship broke down for some reason. And that became the basis of your motive for murder.
That's not how it was. Sure, we stopped working together, but it was all perfectly friendly.
You stopped working together in a friendly way? Kind of hard to imagine, but okay.
Besides, how do you think I did it exactly? You think I just strolled into Tangora's room and killed Frost? I couldn't have killed the man while Tangora was in there working on his chocolate pieces, could I? So you see, it can't have been me.
I wouldn't be so sure. There must have been a window of time when Mr. Tangoroa wasn't in his room. I can prove that. I can prove Mr. Gusto had the opportunity to kill Mr. Frost. We can be sure that Mr. Frost was alive until the beginning of afternoon tea, making tea time the only window during which Mr. Gusto could have murdered him. Are you satisfied with Mr. Gusto's story now, Mr. Edgeworth? Sadly, I'm afraid I'm still rather unsatisfied. But things are finally starting to become clear, and the truth will soon come to light at last. You mean to say that you've uncovered new evidence? Evidence? No. I was hoping I might convince Mr. Gusto to open up to us about it instead.
Oh, is it mind games time again?
It is. Mr. Gusto, I have a question for you. I said I have a question for you.
What is it?
You chose to make your entry for the final on your own.
I told you, I wanted to test myself. I wanted to prove I was the best in the world.
Objection! If that were the case, then surely you wouldn't have chosen to cheat in the first place. So tell me, Mr. Gusto, why did you feel the need to team up with Mr. Frost? "18 years ago, Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost collaborated in the confectionery contest. But why did they work together? And why did they enter the contest in the first place?" Ed Simpson's "It can't be expected to read the minds of the dead," and then Phoenix builds a whole set of cases out of doing exactly that via Maya.
Yeah?
He's not wrong. That's the information I need to get out of my opponent somehow.
Mediums weren't used back then. Ooh.
Mr. Gusto seems to be having a habit of pretending to be asleep when things aren't going his way. Let's start by focusing on why he chose to work with Mr. Frost. By my hand, now is the time to dig up the truth that was buried all those years ago. Mr. Gusto, what inspired you to collaborate with Mr. Frost?
We were acquaintances, but before we were contestants. He was interested in entering the contest, so we decided to sign up together.
And your decision to pair up with the sculptor had nothing to do with your lack of faith in your own skills.
You don't know me. We joined forces because we wanted to make the most perfect creation possible. That's all. By time. Frost's son and mine were in the same grade at school. So we got along pretty well, too.
Oh. So you were just two friends who happened to try the title of the world's greatest confectioner.
Wake up.
Pretending to be asleep when the going gets tough won't work on me, I'm afraid. Mr. Frost was a sculptor, Mr. Gusto. I doubt he cared much about winning a title for confectioners. In which case, he probably had a different motive for taking part in the contest, wouldn't you say?
Fine. It was me. I wanted that title. Frost was only in it for the prize, the ultimate cook.
I see. And since your objectives dovetailed so neatly, you decided to work together. But then something happened. A breakdown in your relationship, perhaps? If so, I want to know why.
Mr. Prosecutor, I'm still quite unwell after my brush with death. Push me too hard. I'll be on my way back to the medical room.
No, wait.
Then you better wrap this up quickly. I'm already dangerously low on patience.
Mr. Gusto is trying desperately to make his escape, but he's not going anywhere yet. Not as long as he's still keeping things from me. So let's figure out what he was really after next. No time to lose. I need to pick the right line of questioning and fast.
Did you want just more than the title?
You two had your eyes on something other than the title, didn't you? After all, I'm not sure the title of the world's greatest confectioner even counts for that much.
Oh, you're insulting the way of the confectioner. My only goal, was to win that title. I didn't care about anything else. You have no idea how much it would have meant to me. By time. Look, my sense of design may not have been up to stuff back then, but you should see me now.
Oh, so you've improved.
You bet I have. I didn't do all that training and sang fu for nothing. Sang fa. Bye, my time. I looked up to Tangura. You know, spent hours poring over the designs of his work. Even used to watch his show with my son.
Sounds to me like Mr. Tangaroa's work was especially influential in your early studies. And with his recipe book, you might have even become the best someday.
Maybe. The book was a real treasure. No doubt about that. Any confectioner would have wanted it. So you were interested.
You're claiming that your only goal was to win the title. Yet you also seem to have had an interest in the contest prize, the Ultimate Cookbook.
The greatest collection of recipes by the world's greatest confectioner. I can't say I had absolutely no interest in it. And even if I did, what exactly is so wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose. Only that the book contained recipes for medicines, not desserts. Everyone who entered the contest supposedly knew that.
Ugh.
I feel like I'm finally getting somewhere. Can't let it slip from my grasp now. I just need to stay calm and keep the pressure on. Next, let's find out why he wanted the cookbook.
Did you need help to make your sweet?
So your plan was to win the cookbook and use it to help you with your own creations.
What else? A book like that could have improved my craft tenfold.
You could have made a lot of money if you'd sold it.
I don't know much about what was actually in there. But it was worth more than money, I'll tell you that. You know more than you're letting.
Come now, Mr. Gusto. I think you know more about the Ultimate Cookbook than you claim.
They told us a little about it at the start of the contest.
Then you know what kind of recipes it actually contained, don't you? And that they weren't dessert recipes at all.
I see you did your homework. Fine, so you know what was really in there. The Ultimate Cookbook, or the Angel's Cookbook, to give it its proper title. It's a collection of chemical formulas and ways to synthesize new medicines nobody have ever heard of.
So he did know that the cookbook actually contained recipes for medicines. This could be an important clue.
Did you know what the book was really worth?
You know how valuable the cookbook really was?
What kind of question is that? It was a collection of Tanguro's recipe.
Tim says, also very to being the I'm still not satisfied biggest. Ooh, I'm not finishing that statement. That's funny though.
There wasn't a confectioner in the world who wouldn't have wanted to get their hands on it.
Didn't blow my clue then.
Except, yep.
Your designs may have improved thanks to your training in Zhangfa. But you clearly didn't do enough work on your skills in deception. You've already admitted that you knew the Ultimate Cookbook was a collection of recipes for medicines. Thereby making your interest not gastronomical, but pharmaceutical in nature.
Hey, you needed medicine, didn't you?
You're a confectioner, Mr. Gusto. You had no professional interest in revolutionary new medicines. Which suggests that your interest must have been personal.
I underestimated you. Fine, you're right. Winning the title wasn't the only reason I entered the contest. I needed one of the recipe in that book. It was for my son. He was sick.
It was? Tell me more.
That's none of your business. I've told you as much as you need to know.
He looks rattled, but I can't let him off the hook. Let's find out what this mystery illness was. I've almost gotten to the bottom of this. I can feel it. Just a few more moves.
Tell me more about your son.
Tell me a little bit more about your boy.
He was my pride and joy, and my biggest fan.
And you entered the contest in order to help him.
You clearly don't have children of your own. Any father would have done the same. I would have done anything to help him. Anything. Bide your time. He would have come to see me here at the contest venue, too, right up through the semi-final.
Really, he didn't get in the way of your work. If you were trying to beat Sansa and Tangaroa, surely you didn't have the time to look after a child.
Well, I wanted to, and what I could for him. He said he wanted to always be the first to try my creation. So he was sick to join.
You said your son was sick, Mr. Gusto. And yet he was able to come and join you for the contest.
Ugh. It wasn't that kind of illness. Nothing life-threatening, anyway.
This feels like it could be an important clue.
Was the book necessary for him to get better?
So you needed the cookbook to cure your son.
Yeah, nowadays you can get the medication he needed anywhere. Back then, that book was our only hope. Which is why I didn't dare waste my time on fancy tea parties. I had to give my all to my work.
And Tim says, yeah, after they were mentioning his son so much early on and never followed up on that, I thought it was going to be the thread. What about Mr. Tangaroa's work? Earlier that tea break gave you the perfect opportunity to go steal a glance at it.
And what makes you think I had the energy or time to care about what the others had made? But you cared about Mr. Tangaroa's work.
I think you made it abundantly clear how much interest you had in Mr. Tangaroa's work. What's more, if you were that determined to win the ultimate cookbook, I seriously doubt you would have passed upon the chance to take a peek at your competitor's entries.
I had plenty of chances throughout the contest to see and sample my rival's work, you know. But each time I did, nothing seemed to have any flavor. Must have been nerves or something.
Nothing Mr. Gusto tasted had any flavor. Seems like it could be an important clue.
What was the name of your son's condition?
Can you tell me the name of the disease your son suffered from?
You're a real gold customer, Mr. Prosecutor. Isn't it enough that he was seriously ill? Why would you force me to tell you more? But it wasn't like...
You already shared with me that your son's illness was not life-threatening. So why are you so reluctant to share any further details?
May not have been life-threatening, but that doesn't mean it hadn't been life-altering.
I see. That must have been very hard on the both of you.
Of course it was. That was why I did everything I could to find a cure. We were desperate. He couldn't taste anything, not even his favorite dessert. Did he have a taste disorder?
As I understand it, the Ultimate Cookbook contains the recipe for a very particular medication. One that Mr. Tangaroa used to cure himself of his own taste disorder.
So he had it too.
Two, you say? Your son has a taste disorder then, am I correct?
How did I let that slip?
You've been asking me to believe that you needed to win the cookbook in order to cure your son. But was that really the case?
Of course it was. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I'm not so sure that's true based on everything you told me thus far.
You were sick yourself.
Taste disorders are difficult to live with. It's not easy to being able to enjoy your food. You should know, after all, you told me you just experienced something like that during the contest. You said that nothing you sampled had any flavor. Those were your own words, correct? Which would seem to suggest that you were suffering from the taste disorder. Confectioner without a sense of taste? Not exactly ideal. Are you sure it wasn't actually your own condition you were seeking a cure for, Mr. Gusto?
I've had enough of your speculation. I managed just fine in that contest. Made all my entries no problem. And then, but weren't you working with Mr.
Sorry, but I'm afraid you're contradicting your own testimony. You already admitted that you and Mr. Frost had worked together during the contest. It's too late to claim that you did it all on your own now. You would would have us believe that you're a man of principle, a dedicated student of the confectioner's art. Yet you abandoned those principles and conspired with Mr. Frost to rig the contest. Also, you could cure your own taste disorder.
You got me, Mr. Prosecutor. As you said, my sense of taste was shot. My son's was fine. I kept it hidden for so long. 18 years, and nobody knew.
Sadly, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to me. Both Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entered the contest hoping to obtain the ultimate cookbook. The medicine that would cure Mr. Gusto's disorder, and the money it would bring in for Mr. Frost. Thus, an uneasy alliance was forged. And that, I believe, is checkmate. Tim says, I can only imagine the other people in the room standing there frozen in stasis while they do the whole Matrix reloading thing.
I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody any of this, but you figured it out anyway. All out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed a guisa? How do you say?
Agusia, I think. Let me, see if I can...
Okay, so I'm glad I'm the field having a time of that. Age Ushia?
Let's see. Lost of taste. Agusia, let's
Agusia.
double check this.
Oh, Brady, no.
Hi, I'm Christine Dunbar.
Good, get away from there.
That's gotta suck though when you like lose your sense of taste.
In this video, we'll
Agusia. Agusia.
Agusia.
Yeah.
Agusia.
A goosey.
Agusia.
What's a goosey? What's a goosey?
It's a horrible...
Does that something to do with gooses?
I would say it's a
Gooses.
horrible little thing that likes to steal... Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry.
It's a taste disorder that makes it so you can't taste anything at all. Confectioner's worst nightmare.
Mr. Fender, is that what Mr. Tangaroa had as well?
No, the big man had what they. The big man had what they called dissociated taste disorder. Basically, some things he could taste just fine, while others had no flavor at all.
So he suffered too. Can't have been easy. Not when there wasn't a way to cure it on the market.
Tim says he's developed a goose, yeah? Which is why you needed Mr. Tangaroa's cookbook. Do you admit now that that was the real reason you entered the contest?
It was only one of the reasons. I wasn't lying when I said I wanted the title. When I put my mind to something, it gets done. And I won't lose to anybody. I may not have been able to taste it then, but I still knew my stuff was good enough to win.
Oh. So you went into the final thinking you stood a good chance of winning.
Of course.
What was it that Mr. Fender said about Mr. Tangaroa thought of Mr. Gusto's creations?
Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up to the semifinal. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts.
We were told that your entry for the final was far from the prize-winning taste sensation you described. What happened, Mr. Gusto? What went wrong that day?
Fine. You want me to talk? I'll talk. But you're not going to like what I have to say. Frost and I were working together right up through the semifinals. I handled the flavor, he did the designing. But I wanted to face Tangora in the final on my own. No help, just me and my skill. So I helped Frost with his entry, but mine I did alone. If it didn't taste good in the final, that's on me. What can I say? I lack training. And that's all there is to it. Happy now.
There don't really seem to be any obvious contradictions in his testimony.
Not that I thought it'd be easy to get anything real out of him. Imagine I'd let slip at what really happened in for 18 years after all. Why don't you try pushing him a bit, Miles Arino? See if he can't shake something loose.
I think I may just have to, Fender.
Yep. Press the fourth statement.
Hold it!
And yet, I heard that your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day?
No, nothing like that. I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It's as simple as that.
But Mr. Frost's entry was complimented on its flavor. Your sense of taste hadn't failed you then. Did something happen overnight?
I don't think he's going to spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth.
Then perhaps I should ask him about something else.
About the semifinal.
Did something change between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto?
Not really. The only difference between the semifinals and the final was that Frost wasn't helping me. 100% the family.
Let's say, Tim says, still amuses me how Tiger looks like a Japanese min to Giga Chad. Also, you're right training, Lookie! Shame for display! Well. Family photo.
Objection!
Yep.
I can think of one significant difference between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto. Your son. This is him in the photograph, correct? You told me he was here with you up through the semi-final.
He was. What of it?
Indeed. He was here with you until the semi-final, until he suddenly wasn't for the final. And just as suddenly, your work went from being lauded for its flavor to being lambasted for it. I don't think that's a coincidence, do you? He wasn't just spending quality time with his father, he was playing a much more pivotal role than that.
I just wanted him to see me hard at work. To show him I was trying my best for him. Who knows? Maybe it was him being here that helped me do so well in those early rounds.
Oh, excuse me. He talks a good game, but nothing about this guy screams super dad to me.
Indeed. Thankfully, we would only have to give him such an idea. We would only have to give such an idea credence if his story were true. After all, how much could the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of a grown man's work? Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavor of his creations, but then he lost his sense of taste. He must have had a tough time maintaining his high standards after such a devastating loss. Bless. I'm sure your son was here to cheer you on. That wasn't all he was here to do, was it?
You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor. But why not try answering yourself for a change? What was an elementary school kid doing here other than to support his father? Taste your creation.
And I was about to say to taste your creations. Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine,
Yep.
Mr. Gusto.
He was my biggest fan. Of course he knew it.
Tim says, I like how they use a gunshot effect for popping that balloon thing. In the previous case, there was a plot point of gunshot sounds being mistaken for obscured by a balloon popping. Yeah. Nice callback, actually, yeah. In which case, he would have been a good judge on this, on whether something tasted on brand, so to speak, no?
What are you implying?
You've already told us that you were suffering from a taste disorder.
I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody any of this, but you figured it out all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed that word again. Agusia. Agusia. Yeah, I got it.
No one knew about your condition. Indeed, I doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it was your job to make sure his creations tasted good. It's in, yeah, someone's got some mic issue or some noise bleed over there.
I think that
Yeah,
it
I
might be
think that
Jay.
might be Jay on. With whatever he needs. Therefore, your son wasn't just here to support you. He was helping you by taste testing your work.
Dang, now it all makes sense. Frost stuff tasted good because it really was finished the day before when the kid was still here.
You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. But do you really think I trust a kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpieces? I have some pride, you know, even back then.
Did you now?
My design may not have been much to write home about back then. But I always knew my work tasted better than anybody else's. You think I'd risk everything by putting my reputation in the hands of a child? This is just more speculation. That's all it is.
In that case, I asked to speak with your son this instant. Let's see how much of your story he can corroborate.
Sadly for you, my son is no longer my concern.
What?
As soon as I got my sense of taste back, I went straight to Zangfa to start my training. And cut off all ties with the kid for good.
What?
Yeah, Kay wasn't kidding when she said that there's something about him doesn't scream super dad. You abandoned your own child?
That ain't the half of it. No one knows where he is, even now. Cops have looked all over for him, but no dice.
So still think you can prove your asinine theory? I'd like to see you try. You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again. I got my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son?
Silence in the courtroom. While Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part, the gods of justice cannot judge him for that. Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat.
Yeah. Give it up. 18 years is a long time for anything to surface now. Proof or otherwise.
Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something. Okay, that froze up on me there. In the area was that. If we don't, the truth might be lost forever. Ugh.
Where are you, Detective Gumshoe?
Can't imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir.
Please do, Detective.
Oh no. Oh no. What? I just had a disturbing thought. I hope what just came up into my mind isn't the truth.
It's the last piece of the puzzle, I'm sure of it. Once we know whose blood it is.
Joseph.
Yep. Or possible that Gusto could have actually killed his son.
Hey, Miles. Sorry to cut in on your fine Palestine, but I was pondering something myself. Our friend Gusto didn't come here to check up on the body, did he?
You mean because he tried to open the case?
Exactamundo, think we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that?
If Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time with a certain piece of evidence. That's quite enough idle chatter defense. Now with you.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
Speak of the devil. I take you have the test results, Detective?
Yes, sir, the lab just got back to me.
Detective, please, court is in session. Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us the evidence Mr. Edgeworth was just speaking of?
What? Hey, no fair. Why didn't anyone tell me about this?
It is indeed the evidence in question, Your Honor. It needed testing, so I asked him to carry it out.
What the? Why is everyone always helping you? You're supposed to be the one in charge here.
Mr. Winter, I'm sorry I didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say?
All right.
So, Detective Gumshoe, what did the test have to tell us?
You're not going to believe this, but part of the blood we found in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case. Romano Gusto, the victim of the poison attack.
What are you talking about?
Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, it looks like my suspicions were correct.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, what do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of this blood to the case? It's only the very thing the perpetrator of the I-7 incident's been trying to hide all these years.
Yo,
The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good to us as finding your blood riding next to Mr. Frost's body.
Overruled.
And why would there be traces of your blood there of all places, Mr. Gusto? If you won't answer Her Honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. There wasn't just blood in liquid form of the Gemini case, there were traces of salt and sugar as well. There were. And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about what Delicia told us back then, right? What was it again?
Did they ever? I've never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have.
well, scrumptious, except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable.
Salty bit.
It's in the other photo you got there. This bit, the heartbeat thing.
Gemini's liar. Yes, the liar, and only the liar, tasted as if it had been flavored with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry. Very interesting. Then perhaps you could tell us, Mr. Edgeworth. Where did the salt on the liar come from? That would be... Where is it? Salt lamp.
Take that!
This is the lamp from the IS-7 incident? Indeed. And I believe that the salt gave the liar its flair came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Karma had established that both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaro's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost. And it was stained with his blood. But no corresponding pool of blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Right, because the Cobra had chucked a piece of chocolate down into the little screen.
Furthermore, aside from the liar, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either.
Hey, come to think of it, the lamps in Delicious' room were both broken.
The lamps appear to be broken.
Bulbs are smashed, both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? We never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted. Are we thinking maybe a ghost was blood on it at some point?
Anyone whose blood was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police. So the killer needed to hide the blood somehow, in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion. Are you seriously suggesting the liar was used to do just that? I am. I suspected that the bloody salt was somehow applied to the liar so that it could be hidden inside the case. Because unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. And so he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the liar undetected. And the reason he's here today is... 18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. The possibility that the body, the incriminating evidence, or both, would resurface one day.
But back he comes 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and cover his tracks.
Well, Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it? That you are the one responsible for IS-7 incident?
Mr. Gusto, it's all because of you that Samson.
Gusto.
So I finally got caught, huh? All those years later? Nobody came close back then, not even the big shot prosecutor or the attorney. That's some impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. I have to hand it to you.
You admitted then that you murdered Artie Frost.
Sure I did. I did it. I killed him. But he only had himself to blame.
What do you mean by that?
He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other so that one of us could win. And whoever won was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, the rat finally showed his true color. Seriously, Frost, we had a deal.
Sorry, I'm not helping you in the final. Our little agreement is over.
But I helped you! I spent all day yesterday making the ice for your pieces!
Did you? And you can prove that, I suppose?
Tim. "Grr, he's trying to sneak around, but he's dummy thick, and the Clapman's guilty conscience is alerting the guards."
What do you... Wait, you were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you? After Frost double-crossed me, I had to make peace for the final by myself. And like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either.
So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts.
Go ahead, Judge. You have no idea what it is like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. I gave up everything to become the best. Everything. I take pride in that. Something someone like you could never understand.
You're right. I don't understand. Do you take any pride in the fact that you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things?
I can't afford to rely on other people. I learned that the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up on the day of the final. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why.
Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son?
How am I supposed to know? I told you, he's none of my concern anymore. And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either.
You don't care? You're horrible!
So with his disappearance, so too went your chances of winning, correct?
Yeah, I had to find another way of getting my hands on that book. That's when inspiration struck. I decided to skip afternoon tea and snuck into Tangora's room. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed and get out of it. But then Frost showed up.
I thought I might find you here. The recipes from the famous cookbook, hmm?
Frost!
What's this, a cure for taste disorders? Oh no, that's just too tragic. Confectioner who can't taste anything? What will people say?
If you tell anybody, I'll...
You'll what? You can't even hit me, you miserable worm.
Why, you... Frost shoved me hard when I went to punch him. Knocked me clean out of my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it.
Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt.
When it was all over, I realized I had to get rid of the blood somehow. So I scraped off all the blooded bit. I dissolved those salt shavings in some flavored ice mixture and brushed it all over the heart.
That's how you made the evidence leave and the murder vanish.
Ross was going to blackmail me. He would have made me give him money to keep quiet about my condition.
So you decided you had to kill him.
Yeah, I guess I did. Why would I let him live? Would you want someone holding something like that over your head? Besides, he's the one who drew first blood. Makes for a solid case of self-defense, don't you think?
So that was the impetus behind it all.
Anyway, I initially took a lamp to Frost's room. Went straight there once I figured out how I was going to hide the bloody part.
Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place.
You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. Yeah, I figured I could use them to chip it off and grind it up. Once that was done, painting the stuff all over the harp was easy.
Why, Samson? Why did you have to frame him?
I never meant for the cops to pin it on him. That was your fault. You and the rest of them. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamps and cloths back in Scone's room?
There's only one reason to plant the murder weapon in the room of another contestant. And that's to cast suspicion on that person.
What? You try to frame me, Ghosty Pan? Ghosty Pan?
Yeah.
Why? Why poor old me?
I respected Tangora. He was the best a true champion. I would never want him to have him. Bleh. I would never have wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud. Your work wasn't even real. You had no respect for our craft at all. You deserve to be punished for what you did.
Oh, Ghosty, how could you?
And had you refrained from eating Tangora's work, Frost's body wouldn't have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangora was judging your room. That's when I sneaked the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, Bond here found it before I had a chance to retrieve it.
I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze his body at all?
Ha! Why indeed?
Mr. Edgeworth. Surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusto need to freeze Mr. Frost's body?
To obscure the time of death. Yep. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect.
Ha ha ha! Bingo! Freezing Frost's body wasn't simple. Preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in the chest in Tangora's room, while I got everything ready in Frost. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist showing up and making the whole ship collapse.
I still don't get it though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all?
The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing it would have had on masking the time of death. Therefore, he needed to disguise it at least until it fully froze.
Awful. See, Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder.
Ironically, Tangora would have just been fine if the body had been found before I got it out of his room.
Tim's is truly a shame for display, Bo.
Only things had gone to plan. He wouldn't even have been arrested, let alone convicted.
You mean it was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson? It was all because I found the body.
Technically, it was all because of Delicia Scone. If she hadn't sampled on that work of Tangaroa's, then the boat wouldn't have collapsed. Artie Frost's body wouldn't have been found.
Right?
Yep.
Don't let him get inside your head, Shoots. None of this is your fault. It wasn't Samson, it would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested. Either way, there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gustav.
Didn't help that the initial detective was so bad at his job either. He never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished.
So then Mr. Von Karma had unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest So Mr. Von Karma unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body?
I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up. Still, you think he knows something as big as that, everything that he reports, right?
Not if someone had been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems Mr. Von Karma didn't know about the body until after the arrest had been made. But admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record. So he kept it to himself and proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless. Could this really be true?
You don't feel bad at all. Someone spent 18 years in prison because of you.
Uh-huh. Sticks and stones, girlie. Sticks and stones.
What a jerk. I'll have to arrest you right now, pal.
I'm afraid I can't allow you to do that, Detective.
So you'll notice, huh? Glad somebody did. The judge is right. You can't lay a finger on me.
What? Why? You just confessed to murder.
Yeah, but it's past the term.
Not necessarily.
No idea, huh? Then I guess I better lay it out for you. I killed Frost 18 years ago. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math, you can't arrest me. You think I had confessed otherwise?
That's right. The statute of limitations is only 15 years. Is this really the end of the line, Mr. Edgeworth?
As the statute has expired, he can't be charged, so...
But...
How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm afraid both Mr. Gusto's confession and your deductions will have to be struck from the record, and that Mr. Tangaroa's conviction will remain in place. But we finally proved the police never had Mr. Frost's body in their possession. Even if we can't arrest Mr. Gusto, surely Mr. Tangaroa has grounds for a retrial on that basis? Does he? I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid the gods' judgments are somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine. So the committee means for the verdict from 18 years ago to stand no matter what.
Bad luck, Mr. Prosecutor.
Yeah, even Tim already gets it. He sees in the Twitch chat. He already knows what's going on. There must be something we can do. Something to bring Mr. Gusto down.
You want to press the second statement?
Yep, I know. Appreciate it, though.
Hold it!
Depending on your actions over the last 18 years, the statute might not have expired yet.
Ah, wow. This ought to be good. Alright, I got nothing to hop. If there's something you want to ask it.
Very well. Tell us where you've been and what you've been doing since the incident.
Sure. Not long after the contest, I was able to cure my taste disorder thanks to the formula from that book. And not so long after that, I went to Zangfao to really buckle down and hone my craft.
That explains a lot. We tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then, huh?
Would be. I left, let's see, around a year after the murder. It was before Tangora last day in court. Going to Sangfa was the best thing I ever did. Flavor design. I am the full package now.
Objection! And all on the backs whose lives you've destroyed.
What, an omelet without a few eggs, hmm? Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor. Nothing!
You're evil.
Sticks and stones, girlie. You can't arrest me, and that's all that matters.
More to work with. There has to be something I can get out of him. Person further on the statements he just made. Is there anything I should follow up on? Training in Sangfa, I think.
Yep.
I'd like for you to tell us more about your training in Zhangfa, if you wouldn't mind.
Fuck. I later went to Zhangfa to train, and I finally became the best in the world.
Alright, and we need a statute of limitations. Objection! There we go. Hey, Jay.
Hey, Joe.
The statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following conditions. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country. Which means the time you spent abroad doesn't count toward the total time under the statute.
No way! So it's like someone hit pause while he was in Shanghai.
It appears that there may be time left on the clock yet. But that will depend on how long you stayed in Zhangfa, Mr. Gusto.
It was 3 years exactly.
3 years? Hold on, nobody say anything until I've done the math. The murder happened 18 years back. The statute is 15 years. Add the 3 overseas. 15 plus 3 makes exactly 18, which means no way! Mr. Edgeworth, you did it! The statute hasn't expired after all!
Bingo! 18 years exactly. Glad you worked it out for yourself.
You've been stringing us along this whole time!
Why is he laughing? We're good, aren't we? We can arrest him now. I hate to break it to you, little sis, but IS-7 went down at the end of December. It's April now, which means,
Yep.
strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Frost's murder. Gusto State in Shanghai really lasted 3 years on the nose. It's not enough. We're a few months short. Not enough? But...
What did I tell you? You can't touch me! Ha 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 ha!
Hate to admit it, but he'd read the board well when he made his confession. How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. If only the statue had been suspended for another year. Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed. No! There must be something I can do!
I knew it. Well, if the law can't bring Mr. Gusto to justice, then...
Huge, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking we put a cap in his ass. Objection!
There's no need to go adding to your rap sheet just yet. We're not done here, far from it, because there's still a way we can nail it.
There is?
Alright, Miles Arino, pet talk. I need you to think back over everything we know about the case. Gusto's overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about.
Which is?
He wasn't there for Sam's last trial, remember? Best I can tell, he doesn't seem to know what the final verdict that came down that day is. Which means there's still one way left of us. Crack open your statues for dummies there and take another look. 17 years ago, they really did a number on Stenson and framed him like a pretty picture. But if we make good use of that verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done.
Vendor, are you?
Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's my client, Miles, and I can't bring myself to use the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether we play our last card or not, it's going to have to be up to you.
Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice can only happen if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. So should I raise an objection and play that card or not? Yeah, we raise an objection. My father, Mr. Von Karma, one sought to reveal the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I choose to follow, the one that seeks to reveal the truth. This court has reached its final verdict. The record will state that Mr. Gusto had been found not guilty on all accounts.
Objection!
No, Your Honor! Mr. Carmelo Gusto is absolutely guilty! And I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished. You mean to suggest you have grounds upon which to call for his arrest? I do. Now to show Judge Gabel something that proves the statute of limitations hasn't yet expired. That would be...
Court records.
Take that! Can you guys give me a minute? I'll be right back.
Very well. Is there a particular page of the IS-7 case file you would like for us to refer to?
Case overview.
Suspect data, actually.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
I'd like for you to direct your attention to the page concerning the suspect. As you can see, Samson Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice. And it took for around 1 year from his indictment to that verdict to be reached. Yes, that does seem to be the case. The book you gave us details certain conditions for pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
One of them, as I mentioned, is that the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country. Tim, I am a Jedi like my father before me. And another states that the statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of their trial.
What? Tangora was convicted as an accomplice?
Yep, guess you were in the same spot when the verdict came down. Sam was convicted as accomplice, not as the main perpetrator. Which is clearly news to you. Not good news either, am I right?
What? How could that be? Tangora wasn't an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent, and you know it.
Oh, we know it. It's what we've been trying to prove all along. And in a pleasing twist of fate, his wrongful conviction will be the very thing that sets him free. If you spent 3 years in Jangfa, and your accomplice, Samson Tangaroa, was on trial for 1 year, it means you can be still charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other words, the statute of limitations hasn't expired at all. Goddess's judgment is infallible, but that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems the prosecutor in charge of this case may have erred. Unbelievably, we may have no choice but to instigate a full inquiry.
Oh, how could this? You aren't supposed to be able to...
18 years. That's a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crime. It's time to pay the piper, Gusto. Not a moment too soon.
But I'm finally the greatest! My brilliance has been recognized! I gave up everything for this! Everything! Even my son!
Where's the pity? But you can't run from the law forever, because the bills come due at last!
Oh,
This is a good breakdown.
that was cool.
Mr. Gusto's all set for his trip downtown, sir. Oh, good, which means it's your turn next, right? I suppose so. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've caused you all so much pain. But thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Gusto to justice at last.
I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequences of your actions, Miss Bound. But those actions were born of the legal mistakes that were made all those years ago. We all know that. So allow me to apologize in return, on behalf of the prosecution.
Oh no, I have no one to blame but myself for it all, starting with those sculptures.
Hey, Jude, you think maybe you might want me to represent you? I'm not some nervous newbie anymore. There's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything.
Oh,
Wow.
I'd be honored. Thank you, Mr. Fender. I'm sorry, man, but you gotta come with me now. Of course.
Judge Gavelle, why did you lie to us? Lie? What are you talking about? You implied that there was no case for a retrial. But as we've proven, that wasn't true. Surely anyone truly committed to seeing justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found. I am under no obligation to answer such questions. And you clearly have no intention of doing so either. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you give me a little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the Committee in due course. Now, I must be on my way.
What the heck? After you caught the real killer and everything. Look, isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do?
Tim says Tanjiro is right. Her obsession with trying to be a good adopted daughter ended up only causing everyone trouble, herself included. Yep. Regardless of how it may all play out, I will never regret what we accomplished here today.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
Why did you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job.
My job is to bring the truth to light, Mr. Winter. Not only as a prosecutor, but as a person.
I don't get you.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Not as long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner.
That's going over my head. I'm going home.
What was that all about?
Eustace still has a lot to learn, is all.
Milesy Wilesy,
Yes?
I just wanted to say old Gregory Pegleg would have been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tearing up. That and thanks for helping poor Sammy people. Sammy Poople.
Of course. Hey, Edgy, looks like you cleared everything up, huh? So, what happened exactly? I was kind of busy sketching. Where did Judy and Verity go?
Oh, you really weren't paying attention, were you?
Oh, I love to admit it, Larry's sketches did come through for us on more than one occasion. Not that I'm about to tell him that.
Oh, come on. Give him a little crap.
But with the glaring, will you? Whatever I did, I'm sorry. Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you.
He just doesn't want to inflate Larry's ego.
Yeah, you totally were. You're just like your pop. He was a terrible liar, too.
He was.
Listen, I'm gonna head out. Need to fill Samson in and want it down with me. You wanna come with?
Of course.
Great, then I'm coming too.
April 2nd, 4:56 p.m. Detention Center Visitor's Room.
So what's Mr. Tongaroa like? I can't wait to finally meet him. Well, he's a real sweetheart. You'll love him. Even while locked up, he can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone. It's why 3 p.m. cake extravaganza is a thing for prisoners and guards alike. Really? That sounds awesome. Do you think there'll be any left for us to try?
Didn't we find a few slices of chocolate cake in prison the other day? Could they have been some of Mr. Tongaroa's baked goods?
Tony, what are you doing here?
I heard you are coming to see Mr. Tangaroa, so I volunteered to escort him.
Hello, new friends. I'm Sunson Tongaroa.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service.
I'm Mr. Edge. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kate Faraday. Yes, very nice to meet you both. Miles here is Gregory's son. Is that so? Your father was very kind to me and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and...
Don't worry, Mr. Tangaroa. Mr. Fenders explained everything to me.
Sure did, and now we're here to tell you the truth about what happened 18 years. The truth?
Yep, about what really happened.
Judy did all that for me? Crazy getting racked her brain for 18 years until she finally figured out how to set you free. What can I say? Turns out she really would do anything for you. Oh, Judy, I never did anything to deserve such devotion.
Calm down, Mr. Tangaroa. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you is held strong for all these years, after all.
You think so?
I know so. I guess I better show him. Which piece of evidence is proof of the bond that they share? That would be chocolates.
Take that!
These chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
They're super delicious and sweet.
Miss Bound continued making them just as you taught her, even after that fateful day. So that there would always be some waiting for you. He finally came home.
Judy. Yeah, I bet they're beyond super sweet then, aren't they?
Very much so, I'm afraid. I only wish we could hand them to you.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure you get some later.
Which would be a clear breach of prison policy. Not that I have the authority now to stop him anyway.
Thank you very much. You know, Detective, something about you reminds me of Detective Bad.
Really, Al? Because I looked up to him a lot. He's my role model.
You don't say. It seems fate. He likes to bring people of all sorts together. Hang in there, Samson. Just a little longer. I should be able to get you out soon. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Nobody should have to wait 18 years to get justice.
Amen to that.
Indeed.
Don't be silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather, thank you, Samson. Well, I guess it's my turn to wait for you to come home. I better make sure there's something delicious on the table. Don't let me down, Eddie. Leave it to me, big guy.
Also, I'd like to point out he's not even wearing a prison outfit.
Right?
Indeed.
The IS-7 incident. It's been 18 long years. This case we inherited from my father is finally coming to a close.
Hey, Miles, thanks for today. I'm sorry for forcing you to make the final call like that.
Not at all. I simply made the call that felt right to me.
Huh? What are you guys talking about? You know Assassin was wrongfully convicted. He tried to pretend that he wasn't in order to nail Goose. To use his false conviction against him, even to save him. As a lawyer, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Yeah, I can see that. Now that Gusto's behind bars, I can finally start to get that wrongful conviction overturned.
Yes. And I'm sure you will.
Wait a minute, does this mean that even if you were only doing what's right? If false conviction's been overturned before today, Mr. Gusto would have gotten away scot-free? Yep. Yep, it's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. Because of things like legal contradictions, right? Yeah, but you never know. Things might change. The law's always evolving. It's just like us humans. Your Uncle Eddie and Alzarino included, am I right?
Potential for growth and change. People on the law, huh?
So, Miles, you're going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. Only you can answer.
I know.
Well, let's just say I won't complain if you show up at the office one day. On that note, it's time for me to skedaddle. I owe you big time. I always repay my debt, but for now. Thanks again for today. I mean it. Did he seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here to you?
He did. And honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude. After all, he gave me the chance to reckon with my father's final case. When I was a boy, all I ever dreamed of becoming was an attorney like my father. Then, during my time with Mr. Von Karma, I learned the way of the Prosecutor instead. Eventually, with the help of some good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. Now, my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. It may be time to take another long, hard look at how I want to live my life, like it or not. April 2nd, Edgeworth and Co. Law Offices.
Hey, Gregory. Sorry for reporting in so late. It may have taken 18 years. We're finally in a position to prove Sexton's innocence. All thanks to your boy Miles. I couldn't have done it without him. You should have seen him. The way he fought for the truth gave me chills. It was like I was watching you. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were, but those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now as I carry on your legacy. Here's hoping.
Nice.
Your boy will be joining me in that stew.
Am I going to fight crime as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? What is the right answer? Which path should I choose?
Very nice. I like that.
What about Legacy?
That was Turnabout Legacy.
That was a really good case. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it too.
Yeah, next time when we pick up on Prosecutor's Gambit on Saturday, we will be diving headfirst into episode 4. So, yeah, Tim says Von Karma was a classic comic book villain. Indirectly got his father killed and adopted the son to semi-raise as his own in his own image.
Yep.
Now, episode 4 is going to be kind of interesting because, we do also have some people coming back. Franziska makes a return.
Yes.
Oh no.
Kay's also be coming back, obviously, but well, I don't really want to go into her right about now.
Also, let's just say Jay's also got a character that's returning as well that he'll be voicing that he hasn't voiced for a while.
Oh yes, yeah, we'll be seeing her again. But yeah, we got some new people. I've already went ahead since DM's already voicing Eustace. I'm giving a certain someone already to radio.
Yep.
So he's already going to be spoken for. But we do have 2 other people coming in. That's going to be other characters for this case. So we'll go ahead and leave those up for whoever wants to voice them. Emma's coming back.
Yep. You got Emma coming back, DM.
So just giving you a heads up. I don't know if the victim will have a voice. So yeah, for just to give you a heads up, pretty much all the new people that are coming in for that we don't have a voice for are all women. So
yep,
that's pretty much I want to mention. So yeah, we have 2 and maybe 3 new people that we're gonna be having to find a voice for. But other than that, pretty much everybody else has already been someone that we either spoken for in the past, and that's pretty much all we got. Really, all I have to say about that for the time being.
I am kind of curious to see what Francisca's gonna do.
So yeah. How many parts is this gonna be? This part isn't. This one shouldn't take as long as this last one did. I know this one took. How long did this one take us? About like 2.5 weeks to get through.
Like Yeah, it took us a while.
And Tim says everybody else is just somebody you used to know. Ah, nice.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, so there's 2 parts of the beginning, 2 parts of the middle, and 2 parts to the end for this one. So this one shouldn't take us nearly as long to get through. I would go ahead and dive into the first part of the beginning, but I have no idea how long that's going to take us. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and uh, looking through the guide here, it really shouldn't take us long to get through at least the first part of the beginning. I guess we could go ahead and dive into it. Did you guys want to go ahead and call it here now, or do we want to just go ahead and dive into it now?
Good either way, unless we want to start fresh for Saturday.
Question: how much time do you have for tonight?
At this point, I have about. Tim says, hoping I'll catch this 4th case in entirety before he has to leave. I have about 45 minutes before I have to, like, actually get dressed and get on down the road. So we could probably go ahead and maybe knock at least this one part out. I wouldn't be against that.
I'm up. It's up to you if you want to, because I'm good either way.
Well, according, yeah, looking looking at the strategy wiki I'm looking at, this one shouldn't be too. Let's go ahead and at least get this ball started.
All right.
So turnabout Forsaken. Start this from the episode. Start up from the top. I hereby call this meeting to order. The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, this is you, Jay. It's gonna go on its own.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing that raincoat? No!
Oh, so she get pushed off.
Looks to be him. How that's implied. April 5th, 1:23 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202. Will you please stop pacing, Detective? You're kicking up dust.
I've swept the floor 3 times already.
Then sweep it up 4th.
You gotta take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. Can you just stand there cool as a cucumber?
We don't know for certain that they will.
Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Cavell pretty much spelled it out.
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you will give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. He said that I would be called to appear before the committee. Nothing more.
Well, I don't care. I can't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again?
I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, Detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic.
Don't say that, sir. Never heard of anyone except that stupid community say you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you, to become a defense attorney, I mean. I won't let you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, prosecutor, you hears?
Become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death sent me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only ever been interested in the law to begin with, thanks to my father as well. And his work as a defense attorney.
Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead. One only you can answer.
Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this.
Really, Detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments.
Oh, really? So, no more instant noodles? I mean, no, what are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff.
You thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment.
We're busy in here. Come back later, alright?
Here's our new person.
See.
Is there a prosecutor in? A prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Oh, Polly, what part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit. Oh, that's no good. Your face is red as a tomato. I'm red face, gritty teeth. Let's see. I said we're busy. Hey, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? Don't need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt much, big guy. Hey, no thanks. Well, I'm healthy as they can be.
And, who might you be?
Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? Name's... What?
Needler.
Neither.
Needler Florence.
Yep.
Florence Needler.
So, Florence Needler's unofficial name was, Karen Jensen from the original, Prosecutor's Gambit. Or I should say Prosecutor's Path, Fran translation. So, yeah. Tim says that Edgeworth is as cool as a cucumber because he knows he's facing down a pack of cats, and he's clearly more of an offensive attorney to begin with. Big Covenant Needler! Nice. Oh, I love it.
I bet the word Karen was much despised after the evolution of that phrase online. I'm a nurse at Hurt Hospital.
Well, nobody here is hurt, so you sure you have the right room?
Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, these are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling alright? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll...
I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here?
Sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Right here. I'll go grab her.
Wait!
Too late. I wonder who she brought along. It's here from a hospital. Maybe it's a patient? One you could cut down the size of your trademark rapier wit.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
See, that right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. Don't you want to send me to the hospital? You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you?
Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him, and nothing's happened thus far.
I don't know, because maybe Ben would like to voice that guy who goes, the creepy dude.
We're not going to be seeing Dr. Hottie this game.
Damn it!
Sorry to keep you waiting, fellas. Well thought.
Thoughts on what?
This is UG.
You don't recognize me?
There's something about her. Something familiar.
Oh, this had your name on it. So I thought just maybe.
Well, you really did put someone in the
Don't
hospital.
be ridiculous, detective!
Look, sir, your name's right here on the card. Look, Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day.
Be that as it may.
I'm so sorry.
What she's trying to say is she has amnesia. Amnesia?
Yes, at least that's what they tell me.
Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours to sleepy tonight. You gotta feel for them.
Do I, though? That's not a lot of sleep, if you ask me.
A tough break, but don't worry, alright? If you have this card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. Sit back and we'll take it from here, right, sir?
At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity.
Really? Will you?
It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes.
Well, that's about the Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed.
Let's not get carried away here, Detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember? Not a miracle worker. Where do we start?
You remember your name at least, miss?
I'm sorry.
It's been like this since she came in yesterday.
So she's only been in the hospital for a day.
Oh wait, that's amazing. How did you figure out so fast?
You just told me. How can one person be so emotionally draining?
Found her wandering late last night and brought her in. And I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find.
And did you find anything apart from my business card?
Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. Who's wearing this? It's a pretty unique design, don't you think?
Spin!
What the heck? You're Yonagarasu pin. Does that mean... It can't be.
Hey, is that really you?
Hey,
It's you, isn't it, Kay?
I'm Kay?
Okay, you really don't remember a thing? It's me, Gummy. That's what you always called me.
Dummy. If you're an adult, that's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I am so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now.
What? What in the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the K I know? You're nothing like her.
Detective, we wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Decay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's exactly wrong, but...
What kind of person was I before?
First off, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy, and oh yeah, you're a great thief.
And a great thief?
There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dressers or vaults, and...
Steal? That must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as sort of punishment.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
I don't think that did her much good, sir. It sure explains one thing. These gloves are just the kind of person that would wear. Hey, that outfit. It's what she was wearing when they found her. We had to get her to change out of there and put her in hospital clothes, so that's why I have them.
Something on this part here. Did that have something to do with how Kay lost her memory?
I'll send the outfit over to forensics and see what they can figure out.
Please do, Detective.
Boy, they really are some weekly clothes, huh?
I'm a criminal.
You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured, you are no criminal.
If you say so.
Perhaps we better leave it there for now.
I'm sorry, I wish I could remember who you were. We know each other exactly.
Well, it's... Oh, how do I put this into words?
Prosecutor as your assistant.
I am, so a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network, then.
Oh, no, not quite.
We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler?
There are a few other things, but I doubt any of it would be much use to you.
I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us?
Alright then, in no particular order I present. Gem and Ninja Mask, was she at a show or something?
Letter. It's addressed to Kay. Next, a ticket stub. And finally...
Fake flower, the kind of people like to spruce up their bathrooms with, too.
It's a corsage detective. And they're usually worn by women.
And that's that. So anything useful in there? Yeah, where's Little Thief? It's kind of hard to tell, frankly. I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them.
That is a good question. Where is Little Thief? I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance.
Maybe it was either broken or someone stole it.
Maybe.
Oh, this is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? Just let her stay like this forever.
Calm down, detective. I have an idea.
You do? I knew you'd come to rescue Cerebral, so what is it?
Look closely at the ticket stub.
Oh, it's for the viewing platform on top of the big building. The big building? You know the place? Everyone knows it, silly. It's the hottest date spot in town. Say if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever. Hee.
This is yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified.
Plus it's a stub, that means she used it, right?
I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find?
How, just like that?
The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps.
What about your thing with the community?
It's not for a little while yet. You have time.
Hey, so I can leave Kay with you?
I'm sorry, I just have like the mental image like going back to The Incredibles where Mr. Incredible's like, yeah, I got time. That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay?
Well, of course not. Thank you.
Alrighty, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Church Hospital, alright? You can come running with a syringe or three, whatever you might happen to be.
Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service.
Unless we play Left 4 Dead 4.
Now then, detective, shall we be going? You too, Kay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
April 5th, big building. Plaza.
So according to this pamphlet, the big building's 50 stories high. All offices inside, so the viewing platform on top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area.
Oh, very kind of you, Detective. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside.
No, the big building's about to fall.
What?
Do something!
Oh, please, I'm begging you, stop. What's this?
Don't know. Oh,
Wait,
didn't
you voice him, Ben?
It's no good without fresh milk. My thoughts aren't just getting through to him.
It's not in here. What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid.
Yeah, that was the kid we saw a little bit in the previous case, didn't we?
Oh, there's also, you remember that girl that's off there on the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, who voiced her?
Oh,
This was that woman from the studios.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah, that was her.
Wait, was I the one that voiced her? Or
I don't remember who voiced her. This was
Hold on.
Penny, I think.
Look.
I didn't even see her in the cast list.
No, I was okay. No, I didn't. I was Tabby Lloyd. I was thinking of Tabby.
Just double check.
What's it, J.E. or me?
Because I didn't see her on the list.
Yeah, I didn't either. Yeah. Yes, I thought as much. I'll take her for. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie, so could you forgive our intrusion? We'll get out of your way. Detective?
Oh, sorry. Really had me there for a second.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, you're right, good guy. Can we take 5? I can't wander under these conditions.
Is Penny Lloyd from the Ace Attorney game? From
Yes,
the
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was you, Ben. You did voice her.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh, gosh.
Will I stop the building falling down? That's good.
Wish we had time to explain, but no, maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. April 5th, 2:18 p.m. Big building. Viewing platform.
Oh, get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face.
The wind. It's very strong up here.
It's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. Both more than big enough to keep the breeze away.
Speak for yourself. Okay, did this place bring back any memories?
I'm not sure. Have I really been here before?
Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Okay, please, any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use.
Alright, okay.
Alright, I don't know if this will be any help at all, but... I still can't be sure if I've even been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong, it's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm sorry.
I hate to admit this, but of all things this reminds me of dousing your door with that little help trouble where you gotta whack that guy over the head with the hammer to help him remember something.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
No dice, huh?
I'm sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember.
You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself.
This, or maybe just this once, try not to be so intimidating. Or at least don't use your trademark glare on her.
Nobody asked for your opinion, detective.
He speaks from experience.
I press thirst.
Hold it!
If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. You recognize anything? Anything at all?
Let's see. Ah, cherry blossoms.
Go on.
I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining. I remember now. And there was a red something.
So it was raining, and it was underneath a cherry tree. And she saw something red from where she stood. What?
And was it something I said?
No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we could explore it further.
This is different dialogue.
But from under the cherry tree, I think I saw something red.
Hold it!
This something red. Could you tell me any more about it?
Not sure, it was just a red thing. That's all I can say.
What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps?
Stand. Red concession stand. Yes, I think that's what was it. Someone was walking toward me from beyond it.
And then what happened?
Then, I'm sorry.
That's alright, if you could just add what you told us to your testimony.
And it's new dialogue.
But then there was someone walking toward me from beyond the concession stand.
Alright,
Hey,
just wanna... some
Was it-
details.
Maybe the Jam and Ninja mask?
It specifically says...
Objection!
It's the pamphlet one.
Oh yeah, the pamphlet. I got ahead of myself that time.
You're saying you saw someone over there from beyond the stand, and that they were walking towards you.
Yes, I can see them getting closer.
Are you sure it wasn't a ghost?
No, it was a person. I'm sure of it.
But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to have been floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. How on earth could it have been a person?
Eek! I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand. Somebody read, and they were on the other side. They were walking toward me, getting closer and closer. And then they.
Hey, what's the matter? Alright, we're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you.
I was pushed and I fell. A person in a red raincoat. Oh,
A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air? And who supposedly pushed her off the building? None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which, no one can fall from this height and survive.
Attention, everyone. Please stay right where you are.
What's wrong, officer? Oh, I'm sorry.
What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. You mind filling me in?
Yes, sir. A body has been discovered here in this building, sir.
Body?
Whose body exactly?
Not sure. We're still working on it, but what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. And that her name is Kay.
What the blazing?
Oh.
Ooh. Well, that is a cliffhanger.
Just got cliffhangered, yep.
Yep. An incident comes to light. I think we're going to go ahead and save that for Saturday then.
Alrighty.
Yep, because right now it is about 9:21. So yeah, this is a good time. We're going to go ahead and call this here because
How much you got time left, Ben?
I have to get going because
Okay.
normally I would be here for the next like say 20 minutes or so. But
Yep.
yeah, I think this would be best if I just go ahead and bounce for now, so I can go ahead and jump in the shower, get a quick rinse down, and then get dressed and get on down the road.
Yep.
So probably a good time. We can just go ahead and call this here.
Tim says just in time for the dual identity Warframe update. Was a good start today, though a nice way to set up the next one quickly.
Yep. So. So yeah. Next part of the beginning doesn't look also particularly long too, but again, like I said, with only 20 minutes, so I doubt we'd be. I mean, it took us like what, almost half an hour to get through that part.
Yeah, it didn't take as long as.
So yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and we'll just save this for Saturday. We should be able to get through the rest of episode 4 in the time allotted. Hopefully, can keep my fingers crossed on that. So.
Actually, I'm looking at a bunch. A lot of these are long.
Yeah.
For middle part 2.
Yeah. So we should at least be able to get through this pretty quickly.
Yep.
And then who knows? Maybe with any luck, we might be able to get through the rest of that without much of an issue. Depending on situations, like I said, I'm not planning on doing anything on the 24th, and that's only because I'm not entirely certain if my crew's going to be holding D&D that day or not. Assuming we don't, we'll probably be having D&D that next day on the 25th. I know for a fact that my guy who normally runs the game, he's not available this week. So there's going to be no game tomorrow, so no worries on that.
All right.
But yeah, I know that if we don't swap to Wednesdays for our D&D game as of next week, it will probably be sometime in early to mid-July that we officially do that. So, like I said, I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but I'll let you guys know when that officially does.
All right.
Beyond that, though, that's pretty much all I've got for now. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this up on Saturday, and we'll see how far we can get. Hopefully, with any luck, fingers crossed, we might be able to get through the rest of the game before the end of the month. But I can't say that for one way for certain. So, that being said, go ahead.
Because I don't mind going too fast. I'm enjoying.
Yep. I do have to admit, though, it is going to be kind of bittersweet when we do eventually get to the end of this, because with a few exceptions, pretty much everybody that's been in the main Phoenix games won't be coming back for the next trilogy. like I said, we will see Edgeworth again, in the Apollo Justice, at some point. So the thing is that so Apollo Justice is technically like the fourth game in the Phoenix Wright series. I mean, discounting the Miles duology here.
Mhm.
So nobody really shows up for Apollo's debut game, in terms of anyone old that we've seen thus far, aside from
Well,
Phoenix himself.
I was gonna say, yeah, doesn't Phoenix? Remember you said Phoenix
Yep.
comes back
Yeah,
at least.
Phoenix. Well, he's like one of the central characters, but yes. So aside from him, nobody else from the old series really comes back.
Okay.
Edgeworth, I believe, shows up in the fifth game. Pearl shows up in the fifth game. Pearl comes back as of the fifth game. We don't see Maya until the sixth game. But then, Larry, I think, also shows up as a member of the deal, like a DLC for the sixth game. It's either the fifth or the sixth. I'm pretty sure it's the sixth game, but I know he only shows up for like a DLC case. But aside from him, the two Faye cousins and Edgeworth, they are pretty much like the only ones from this series that's going to show up in the next series or the next 3 games. And then there's also Professor Layton, that game, the Professor Layton crossover we've yet to cover. And I don't know if we'll go ahead and we'll jump into that before we jump into Apollo. If only for one, just to have Phoenix and Maya around is like the, kind of it's like a one last hurrah before we kind of send Maya off into the Shadow Realm for the next couple of games.
Or Maya.
So, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yep. For now, we got to finish the rest of these first.
Yep. That having been said, I'd like to thank everyone for swinging on by, as always. Out in the
Thank you.
Twitch chat, and you guys just being here as always. And like always, this has been Mr. Ben.
This has been Jay Smith.
This is Radio Dog.
M21.
Wishing you all a wonderful rest of the week. We will see you guys on Saturday evening for the rest of episode 4. Until then, take care, y'all.
Later, folks.
Later, guys.
Have a good week.